Hey everyone, today I'm back with another top speed video. I did this for the Dodge Charger already, so naturally I wanted to do it for the Challenger as well. This will show every single Challenger model top speed or close to it, with some extra info for each model. As I said in my other Charger video, we need to go over a few things before we dive in. The top speed of any vehicle can be typically limited in two ways: drag limited by aerodynamic variables, or electronically limited by the manufacturer. Of course, there are also many other factors that affect a car's top speed, like engine power, gear, differential ratios, tires, redline, and more. Certain cars do reduce drag more with an aerodynamic design and increase downforce like a spoiler and splitter, and they can be powerful enough to overcome the air resistance and reach very high speeds. There's also the electronic limiting, where a computer, also called a governor or engine controller, will limit how fast a car can go from the factory. This is done due to tire capabilities and limits, so that will be a big focus throughout the video as well. Just for an example, if a tire is rated for 100 miles an hour, but the car can actually do 120, the manufacturer will have to limit the car to 100 miles an hour for safety purposes. So a Dodge Challenger will have two different top speeds, the one they're electronically limited to, and the one they can hit when removing that limiter, which can be done with a tuner. Some models will not have a limiter like the SRTs. I'll show both speeds when necessary, but most videos you see will be stock cars, so they will go as fast as the limiter lets them, or as fast as the owner wanted to go without getting caught. So let's start with the first models. The 3.5-liter V6 powered Challengers were a thing just from 2009 to 2010, and they got paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission for the first half of 2009, and then it was changed to have a standard 5-speed automatic. There were SE and SXT versions with 250 horsepower. It looks as if Dodge put a limiter that kicks in around 114 to 118 miles an hour, which makes sense because both trim levels came with standard 17-inch T-rated tires, which would limit them to 118 miles an hour anyways. There were optional 225/60R 18H rated tires, but those didn't seem to change anything. Without the limiter, this car stock could theoretically hit around 135 to 140 miles an hour, but you would need a lot of road for that. The newer V6 is a 3.6-liter, offered from 2011 to 2023 with 305 horsepower. The 2011 to 2014s have the 5-speed auto, but the rest after that all have the 8-speed. A lot of these 3.6 liters will have a limiter that kicks in around 127 miles an hour, and that's even with them coming with V-rated tires stock, which are normally good for more than that. Also, the all-wheel drives all have 19-inch H-rated tires, so the same 127 applies there because those tires are only rated for 130 miles an hour. Now, there are many SXT Plus and GT versions that do come with a high-speed engine controller, so that just means the limiter is set higher to allow the car to go faster. There is some debate as to where these are set to, and it's hard to find out exactly where they kick in because it's not exactly common for the average person to go 130 to 140 miles an hour and find out for themselves. From videos, it looks to kick in around 135 miles an hour, and these of course come with different tires like 245/45 R20 99V or 245/45 ZR20 99Ys, which are both rated for faster speeds. If you remove the limiter, Dodge says the V6 Challenger can go up to a maximum of around 145 miles an hour if you had enough road to do it. Next, there's the Hemi V8s, beginning with the RTs that are powered by the 5.7-liter Hemi from 2009 to 2023. The Challenger differs from the Charger in that it's always offered an automatic and a manual transmission on all the Hemi V8 engines. The 6-speed manual is stock, while the auto is usually around a $1,500 upcharge. This also means slight differences between models, where typically the 5.7s with the automatic were good for 372 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque, while the 6-speed Tremec manual versions had 375 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Dodge used a 5-speed automatic from 2009 to 2014, and then switched to the 8-speed. For the automatics, there was a 5-speed from 2009 to 2014, and then an 8-speed after that, and the 6-speed manual has been offered throughout the whole lifetime of the RT. It seems that the automatic RTs are limited around 139 miles an hour, while the 6-speed manuals are limited at 142.5 miles an hour. To accommodate this, all the RTs come with at least an 18 or 20-inch V-rated tire, good for up to 149 miles an hour. Again, there are versions that have a high-speed engine controller, for example an RT with the Super Track Pack. These seem to be limited around 155 miles an hour. The actual top speed with no limiter for the 5.7-liter is 155 miles an hour as advertised by Dodge, but it does seem like they are capable of going faster than that. The next engine is the 6.1-liter Hemi V8. The SRT8 was the only model in 2008 for the return of the Challenger, and continued on with the 6.1-liter until 2010. These were available with the 5-speed auto or 6-speed manual, and made 425 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Now, all the SRTs don't have any speed limiters, so these are drag limited by the combination of aerodynamics and how much power the engine can handle. The 6.1-liter Challengers are aerodynamically limited to 173 miles an hour, and these came with two 45 ZR20 Y tires that could handle 186 miles an hour. Next up is the 6.4-liter Hemi V8, introduced in 2011 for the Challengers, again with the 6-speed manual standard or the 5-speed auto until 2014, after which the 8-speed auto took over. Being an SRT, once again, there's no speed controller here, and FCA has claimed that the automatic Challengers could do around 175 miles an hour, while the manuals could top out at 182 miles an hour. I think those numbers could differ based on a wide variety of aerodynamic variables. There's also the wide body, of course, that was introduced in 2019 for the Scat Packs, but I couldn't find anything anywhere in my research to show a top speed difference between a 6.4 wide body and non-wide body. Any difference would be fairly negligible anyways, as the weight difference is only about 75 pounds, but there is the consideration of the traction and the center of gravity benefits of the wide body. There's also the drag focus 1320 with the exact same motor, but this one gets limited at 168 miles per hour. Obviously it can go faster like we saw the Scat Pack do, but here we see how the tires have to limit the top speed. The 1320 more recently came with Nexen Sur 4G drag spec 275/40 R20 102W street legal drag radials, and the W only gives them a rating for 168 miles an hour, so Dodge has to set the limiter at that speed to avoid legal troubles. The SRT Hellcats are next with their 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8s and the 6-speed manual or 8-speed automatics from 2015 to 2023. The wide body was introduced in 2018, and that added some features like 3.5-inch wider fender flares, 20 by 11-inch wheels, a 3-mode Bilstein adaptive damping suspension, and more. Here, Dodge is claiming the regular Hellcat Challenger can do 199 miles an hour, with the Hellcat wide body a bit less at 195 miles an hour due to aerodynamics. To be able to handle speeds like that, the Hellcat comes with 275/40 ZR20 106Y XL tires, and these Y tires are rated for speeds in excess of 186 miles an hour. The wide body has 305/35 ZR20 107Y XL tires, so again able to handle very high speeds. The Redeye and Redeye wide body were introduced in 2019 with a 12% jump in horsepower and 8% increase in torque to 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque with an improved high-output version of the 6.2-liter motor. Dodge claims both the Redeye and the Redeye widebody are good for a top speed of 203 miles an hour. The tires here are the same as the Hellcats to handle those high speeds. The Challenger also has two Demons, which the Charger of course did not get. The 2018 Demon had 808 horsepower and 717 pound-feet of torque, or a whopping 840 horsepower and 770 pound-feet of torque when using the high-octane unleaded fuel capability with the optional direct connection powertrain controller. The 2023 Demon 170 modifies the 6.2-liter engine even further, and when high ethanol fuel content of more than 65% is detected, the car pumps out an insane 1,025 horsepower and 945 pound-feet of torque, or 900 horsepower and 810 pound-feet of torque on pump gas. Here, Dodge has to claim that both the Demons can only max out at 168 miles an hour, again, all tire related. The 2018 Demon comes with a 315/40 R18 102W LL Nitto NT05R drag radial tires. Again, that W rating means that those tires can only go a maximum of 168 miles an hour, so that's where Dodge has to limit the Demon. The same story goes for the 2023 Demon 170, which uses staggered Mickey Thompson ET Street R drag radials. Again, they're rated for 168 miles an hour, so the Demon 170 has a factory limiter of 168 miles an hour as well. Once you do remove the limiter though, the 2018 Demon can actually top out at over 211 miles an hour as seen in the video, and the new Demon 170 can go over 215 miles an hour according to Dodge. The only other model that I haven't covered is the SRT Superstock. This is essentially a Redeye with more drag focus features, so it is a bit quicker in the 0 to 60 1/4 mile times, but the top end speed will be the same as a Redeye widebody since it's mostly the same car. However, this does come with the same Nitto NT05R drag radials as the 2018 Demon, so it's also limited to 168 miles an hour. So that's the end of this video on the top speeds of the Dodge Challenger. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out the crazy speeds that these cars can hit. What's the fastest you've gone in your Challenger? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you in the next video.